There were owners of private prisons who were suing the states they are contracted to imprison people in because they don't have enough prisoners.
If you've never come face to face with a situation that has truly advised you just how greedy humans are and how they will burn down society for the perceived net gain for their own personal well-being, let me tell you a story. When I lived in Michigan briefly years and years ago, there was a guy at the gym and we would sort of passingly have little micro conversations. And somehow in the news there was a conversation about a national legalization of certain things that I can't talk about on here. And he was like, well, I hope they don't do that. And I said, why? What do you got? He's like, well, personally, I don't have anything against it. He says, but we're really struggling to keep the population up right now. And I didn't understand what he mean. Turns out he's a corrections officer that worked at a for-profit prison. And they had been struggling to maintain their 80% capacity. And apparently at 80% capacity, they got payouts. They got, benefits or bonuses or whatever, some sort of additional stock sharing thing that they got every year, provided that they met certain, metrics. Here was a guy that wanted people locked up for nothing so that he could get bonus payouts annually in stock options that he thought over time would help his retirement. Literally a net 1,000 negative to society, because we're going to be creating more criminals. We know our recidivism rates are terrible in this country. We know that prison does not rehabilitate people. It only further hardens those that otherwise could be rehabilitated. We know the damage that it creates for families, especially over such minute nonsense infractions. The damage that this creates for society at large is so demonstrably extreme. And he literally had no problem with it ethically, morally, societally, but he wanted it to stay illegal because it was already hard enough in that area where his prison was built to maintain that 80% occupancy. I don't know what the percentage is, but I know that too many human beings are garbage. They don't deserve opinions. They don't deserve the right to vote. They serve no interest other than themselves, even if the interest that they serve themselves ultimately is bad for them because they're too stupid to understand what they're doing.